Okay. Anyone who knows me like really, really well knows that I absolutely love The Real Housewives. I love Bravo. I love pretty much anything like that. Southern Charm. I've been watching that. Been watching Potomac. Been watching Miami. Which, I mean, I have my own thing with Miami at the minute. Poor Gertie and what Larsa did. Yeah, that's a different thing. So, I've been watching them for years and years and kind of never really registered through my own ignorance the maybe problematic things that had been said and done on these shows. The fact that they'd been said, and then also the fact that they'd been broadcast. So two of those things I never really fully considered. But somebody's compiled racist moments from The Real Housewives, and I'm going to react to them all now. There are 3 parts, but I'm going to put them all into one to make it easier to watch. And we're just going to see how bad it gets, how much we actually remember. And yeah, and just I'm kind of worried about this one. It's making me question whether I should have been watching these programs in the first place, but here we are. Let's have a look.
Actually, you know that I cannot swim? I can't swim? You're a black person. All my black friends can't swim. Is that bad? They don't.
Why are you laughing at that?
Because they will get their weed.
Oh my god.
Another moment that she was extremely racist as well, was that they didn't air also. When you were at Yolanda's house, I said something, and Brandy goes, "Oh, you shouldn't even be here. You need to go to Miami with where all the Latinas are. You don't need to be here in Beverly Hills." It was all, every time she could throw like a little racial thing, she would throw it.
Yeah, this swimming pool. Indoor pool.
Oh, Kim.
You don't need sun, so that's perfect.
Kim is just...
That's perfect for you. Well, if I was black, I'd have one inside my house too.
Apollo does not like very elaborate dishes. I grew up in a white household. He's not used to all this fancy stuff.
Phaedra.
He likes canned foods. He likes packed meats. He just doesn't care.
Phaedra. I like my tin tuna and I like my tin meatballs. Leave me the hell alone.
When Julia acknowledges me when I was helping Gilda.
Remember this. Remember this.
Oh, Gilda, don't treat Michelle like your hustle. I made a terrible joke. I said something to Gilda about Michelle not being a boat, but it came out wrong.
How could that have come out right? How could that have come out right? You called her the N-word. Or even if you were just using the N-word in her presence, that would not have come out right. You cannot do that. Oh my god.
But the little chubby Mexican has to have her way.
I'm so brave. Mexico. I'm from Mexico. I can kick anybody's ass.
You just wanted...
Mexican in a derogatory way, or I wouldn't speak Mexican.
Do not wear hats in the temple.
How hard is it? How many times do you need to be asked? I'm sorry, I didn't say it in Spanish. Take the hat off.
You just look for an excuse to be angry at somebody anyway. But the amount of times that you just referred to the fact that she was Mexican and that she happens to speak Spanish is just ridiculous. Although Brandy did not have a leg to stand on when she did that stunt with the chair. Because we all know what happened after that. Yeah, he's not Mexican.
Very at home in a Mexican restaurant, and it definitely brings out Eddie's inner demeanor.
Oh, we all know Tamara's a twat anyway.
Oh my gosh. How many do we have here? It's like servants galore here.
Servants.
Her name was hot. sides of you. Is that a joke? And I don't know. They're like this. They're like chicken Chinamen.
There you go.
What Asian I am because of my eyes, they squinty. So, but I haven't know how to.
I was so glad that they put Tiffany in season 5 to put her straight, because she needed to be put straight. She's the kind of woman, after that stunt she pulled with the chair, you'd sort of think that she would be sort of, you know, holier than thou, this, that and the other, and a Christian and all. They do make reference to the fact that she is a Christian. She is the kind of person who makes fun of people behind closed doors and is then really, really nice to your face. And the fact that she felt that it was okay to put that on her Instagram story. And her kids are in the video as well. What the hell? I mean, I don't have kids, so whatever. But the kids are in the video. So her kids have grown up with that kind of attitude around, and they're going to think that that's okay. Shocking.
Why are you washing your hands in the ice bucket?
Yeah, that's the point.
Say not so smart in Japanese. No arigato. Hand in iso. No.
You mean when you became Kung Fu Panda?
Kenya, I love you, but no.
Had those, kind of slightly slanted eyes. I don't know, maybe you got confused.
There's a few girls in our circle that could really use a good cleaning out because they're so full of poop. They're 2 shades darker than what they should be. Yeah.
You're not finding another white woman to sit on that motherfucker because nobody's dumb enough to do that. Put yourself in my shoes. 5 African American women just every one of those motherfuckers on that household is world of mythology for this racism. They already tried to claim that long ago, Sheree, as you know. Nobody really bought into it because the social media wasn't there and racism wasn't all that real. This whole racism thing in this day and age is bullshit.
Is it?
I think that in Atlanta, they'll just be, they don't get to a point. It's like, your weave is busted, your tracks, your this, your ratchet. They just yell insults to each other. So you never get anywhere. You have.
Okay, so I forgive me. I don't know who this gentleman is here. I'm sure he's a nice bloke. He looks so uncomfortable with what she's saying right now. And bearing in mind, this is on Watch What Happens Live, right? So what can he say? What should he have said? What should he have said to step in and say, hang on a minute, Bethany, you're getting this really wrong. You really need to shut the hell up. And I think it's probably at the stage where we need to actually have the courage to actually tell people to shut the hell up when they are making comments like that. I understand he's uncomfortable, completely understand. I would be uncomfortable if I was sitting next to her and she was starting to kind of spout that kind of crap. But we need to get to a point where we actually stick up for people and say, shut the fuck up.
Like, you're ratchet because, and here's my proof.
It's like, what's an aborigine? We had to go Google it. Since Columbus came into American India.
It's like India.
American India.
This is not a way that we refer to the native population.
Anyone over 3rd grade knows not to say India.
I was embarrassed that she was looking like an idiot.
Careful for your scalp, baby.
Oh my god.
Luann's costume is so disrespectful. I think she's tone deaf when it comes to cultural.
You can't do
stereotypes.
blackface.
She's generally tone deaf anyway.
Jesus Christ.
For her to use Hitler as a comparison.
Hitler would have not killed me.
I am the daughter of a Holocaust survivor.
Yeah.
It's inappropriate.
Yeah.
Even though her family's Jewish.
Margaret's not. Honey, I know many people who marry Jews who can't stand Jews. Wait a minute.
Okay. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button there. That subtitle wasn't quite right because where she said, and let me see if I can get back to it. Hang on.
Jewish. Margaret's not. Honey, I know many people who marry Jews who can't.
So where she says, where it says here, I know many people who might be Jews who can't stand Jews. I think what she actually said was, I know many people who marry Jews who can't stand Jews. And the fact of the matter is, I mean, let's take what we know about Margaret out of the equation now, right? Even then, that analogy was inappropriate. Knowing that Siggy is the daughter of a Holocaust survivor, it was always going to be an inappropriate comment. You can't... There's so many other ways you could have made that point, and that was not it. That was not it.
Can't stand you. Wait a minute. All out. All your anti-Semitic. Oh my God.
What you got is hair free. There's not an Atlantic.
Oh, Nene.
You're hard.
See all those black people walking around because black on black. It's hard to see. I can't
She does this a lot. I've seen
I
this.
see the beige people like myself. Everybody else, I only see the nine.
That's colorism. That's an example of colorism right there. And that, she does that a lot.
You're being black too. Being black with a Q.
You are being shady and right now.
What are you talking about?
What the
Mexican? Got it. Let's see what I can say.
Let's see where it all gets you. Let's see where it all gets you. That's what's so funny.
What the fuck?
Which one's Oprah and which one's Gail? This is so Oprah.
These two.
It looks perfect.
These two just need to... Oh God, Ramona, really?
And not here for this with these little nappy heads this year. I'm telling you.
Well, that was shocking. That was shocking. I remembered the bit with Julia with the boat, and that was... I think they showed it uncensored as well, and you could see... I mean, you could see the I felt so sorry for Michelle. And the thing that got me as well was that the end of that episode in particular, they had a scene where Julia and Michelle met up in a restaurant, and it kind of felt like the producers were forcing Michelle to somehow forgive Julia for what she'd said. That's how I felt watching that, and it wasn't forgivable. And then Danielle. What on earth was... The fact that she was using Mexican in a derogatory way is bad enough. Then using the N-word and then coming out with all sorts of stuff about a cartel and all that shite. And I'm just... what the hell? What the actual hell? And I feel like this is going to get worse. So let's have a look at part 2. I mean, you can see all the other stuff I usually watch, can't you? I mean, you're going to get an insight into all the crap I watch. I love Brad, by the way. Right. Right, let's have a look at this.
Eyes a little bit on the side, so because of her high eyebrows, it just makes her look Chinese really quick.
Remember that.
Sure. I've given her tips saying, you know, if you're with a makeup artist, tell her to do a little, keep your eyes always round and big so they pop. Not the Chinese looking, you know, because that's not good for her face.
Oh my God, I'm scared myself. I can't see anything. Can you see? My parents were in her age.
It's Claudia again.
You make a great orangutan or monkey.
Swarovski? Who bought those? Those are expensive. But this is what I use. Are you kidding me?
Oh my Lord, God bless. You know what? My neighbors are gonna call the cops. Look, a dealer's here. People are gonna just assume.
Assume what?
Rewrite history, like tearing down, like, you know, Christopher Columbus that has been there since 1886.
Right.
No, but it is, those are offensive to people. If it bothers to offend people, then you take them down.
Yeah.
Well, you can't rewrite history. I don't think anyone's trying to rewrite it. Are you gonna tear down Rome? Are you gonna tear down the Colosseum? You can't go and destroy and loot, like destroy things.
Orange County is very conservative.
I mean, I'm for taking my stats up.
And I'm done keeping my mouth shut, and I'm done feeling like everything's fine.
I'm a minority.
Here's the thing. I know that people accuse Bronwyn of doing it for like publicity and whatever, because she was going through a difficult time then. But let's be honest, she wasn't wrong.
But when you go to the grocery store in a hoodie, you're not worried about being shot.
There you go.
None of us here are. Black people are being killed disproportionately by cops.
Point well made.
I mean, I know it. That's what we're trying to fix right now. But you really are destroying things. We are doing
Flashing an upside-down cocaine sign. The Anti-Defamation League and others consider that a white supremacist symbol. Lauren's passion is makeup. So there's a school in New York, it's called Makeup Designer, and she's blossoming.
You know, you can have a sex change and a race change, but I literally am black. Come to me a little bit.
You gotta learn English. You know, we're in America. We still speak English here.
Oh my God. Bethany, seriously.
We have kids over there in Haiti right now that their parents had never gone to school before. Their grandparents had never gone to school. Some of the kids we have, they're going to college.
I don't think people in Haiti are now going to college.
Oh, our kids are.
Oh, now they're going to college?
Yeah, because we put them through school.
Okay.
He would know. I mean, he would know more than you would now.
How is it on the flip side, Bethany can do such wonderful things with her charity and her organisation, and she does, and then come out with this that we can just see right here on the screen, and all the stuff that she's been saying about, you know, shoes and zapatos, right? All of that stuff. How could... I always welcome the stuff that she does with Be Strong. I really do. I do genuinely welcome it. And if I had enough money, I'd support it. But I'm a poor cow in North Wales, so I can't. But how can you then justify saying this shit? How?
What did you mean when you said, did you learn that in jail?
I felt like Heather was playing a role, okay, of being very aggressive and ghetto-like.
Whoa.
I'm gonna out you here, okay? You were not brought up in the ghetto, girl. Okay, holla. You understand?
You're talking, but let's not talk about something you have no idea. So don't even use the word ghetto.
Yeah.
If you even know what you're talking about, it's a stereotype that I take offense to.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Bang on, Heather.
You were in my face, acting all ghetto, okay? This isn't the hood. This is the Hamptons.
For God's sakes.
You lied to me.
How did I lie? No, I'm not bringing it. It's not a fight. It's not like bring it.
But she was like, bring it. Like, what are we, living on 150th Street now? Bring it on, girl. Bring it on, bitch.
All right, so Jill, I have a bunch of bags, so if you can bring those bags up, yeah. All right, I'll be back. That girl with the white help, I love it. You like something like that? Excuse me. Can you come here for a sec? Can you take my pants and jacket? Oh, you work? I thought you worked. You look like you're working over there.
Jesus, Dorinda, I love you, but my God.
Said that I was ugly. I thought your outfit was, but I don't think you're ugly.
Here, you look like an Indian.
Oh, fuck.
You look Indian or ugly? Is that what you're saying?
Remember they kept saying that about her? Oh, Monique, no. Well, I mean, that's bad enough as well, to be fair. I mean, Giselle, what you're wearing ain't funny either.
I think it's ironic that everybody's dressed like cowboys, just men in.
Yeah, well, you're a cunt, so.
I don't see what race has to do with butt grabbing.
Nothing.
I deal with black guys on a daily basis. I had to ask the women who know what white guys like.
Robin, honestly. Don't know why you're still on the show. To be fair, my granddad was from South Africa, but they were Afrikaners, so I would never ever say I come from Africa. Like, Jesus. Oh, I mean, I'm doing a lot of work in looking into my South African history and where it leads to, or where it came from, rather. Obviously, it leads to me, but that, I don't know. I don't understand. I never understood how she could claim that she wasn't biracial. There's clear colorism in I think Potomac. I mean, Candice is the one that's highlighted this really well, and I think sometimes people think that because she's got a vicious mouth, and she does. I like Candice, so I don't care. That the colorism in Potomac is so obvious. It's so obvious. And it's highlighted. It feels like it's been highlighted every single season, but it doesn't stop. They don't learn.
Scott would think of you dancing with the young Korean guy in the ballet. I said, why do you keep stressing out about that? She said, well, Scott would much prefer to hear about me dancing with the classier guys.
Ready to go to the dark side?
We're ready. I've been to the dark side a long time ago, baby.
Tamara. Okay, that was a funny line, but.
We're having a wine tasting. Like, rip his clothes off. Like, I know he's Mexican, so.
I'm actually Puerto Rican.
Freaking seriously.
But why would her mind go to the better? She's like dark side. He's dark. You like the dark?
Vicky! Here we go, I'm carrying on.
What do you say about him? You call him a slave driver? I've never heard somebody call him white trash. You call him a slave driver? Because he drives his slave. I want you to stop. So you call me a slave? No. Bitch, you can't get it straight and say your mother. I'm like, no. Stuff like that. Listen, you need to pull your ears out and listen. I said what you said. I'm not screaming. I have a loud voice. Now really did. Oh my God, like you're no. Bring it down. You are. Your white fragility is killing me right now. I don't have to her race. Go after your race. I wish you would. Please do it. No, we wouldn't even go close. I know you would. What does my race have to do with anything?
Because you know for a fact that if you started any kind of argument like that with Ebony K. Williams, she would absolutely verbally destroy you. That's why. That's why. And she was there, so actually she was there as like a mirror, as a reflection for everybody else to see what they truly were. And that is why New York got the cast got completely changed, and this became Legacy or whatever it's going to turn into, which I probably won't watch because I don't think Ramona's going to be involved in it, is she? So if Ramona's not involved in it, I actually might watch it after all. But she was there as a mirror, and she wasn't screaming. She might have a loud voice, but if I recall, she's actually a solicitor or lawyer, as they're referred to in America. They have to have a presence in their voice in order to get their cases and to get their points across. So she happens to have a louder voice. She's not screaming. Don't do that.
You're an angry woman right now.
There you go.
Our dear friend Leah McSweetie, not 5 minutes ago, storms off in a mad dash, and we don't see her ass no more. And nobody called Leah angry. I simply take a visceral response to something that felt deeply personal and painful to me, and I'm immediately called angry. Tell me it's not about race.
This girl is super ghetto.
Oh, Latoya.
Just imagine, okay, a face with 2 pillowcases as lips. She wore single braids, and every time she would swing her hair, a braid would fall out. You see that braid that's just lingering around your neighborhood? Yeah, it's probably her.
Everybody's got a skeleton in the closet.
Yeah, well, my family, it all just happens to be out there.
Oh, Paris.
You thought I was a gangster when I first interviewed you.
Well, at first I thought maybe you were a gang member. Yes, you look like you just got out of a car from South Central and you might like caught me.
But everybody has tattoos.
No, but you look shady.
And what makes her think he's a South Central gang member?
Because of his tattoos.
Justin Timberlake's South Central gang member?
What ethnicity is John?
John is from Hawaii.
So, not quite. Someone told me that you said that I should have never brought race into this show, that this show is not that kind of show.
And that is the face that tells you that that is exactly what she said, because she pulled that exact same face when Kyle confronted her about what she said about Kim. So you know for a fact she said it.
I would never say that, by the way.
I don't know that.
Yeah, exactly.
Marcel, you have it out for me, and I want to know why.
I don't have it out for you.
Why?
The race thing really bothered me.
But I never said it. So where'd you get it?
I'm not saying a word about that.
Black folks, we don't need to be fighting on TV like that. That's enough of that type of TV, reality TV.
And why do you do that? Why do you think that the black folks fight so much on TV?
Fucking hypocrite right there.
When you are an oppressed people, it's very easy to join with other forms of oppression for your own perceived survival.
Yeah.
The only person that wins is white supremacy. We all want what's right. But the difference is, Ramon, the only difference is I have paid the price.
We've all paid the price.
No.
How about when I went to college, the Jewish people hated me?
No, maybe it's just because they didn't like you. I don't think it had anything to do with you not being Jewish. Bollocks.
Why wasn't I Jewish? You understand? It wasn't to the blacks and Jews. I'm not so eloquent.
I think Sonia was... I'm going to give Sonia a little bit of a benefit of the doubt here. I think she was trying to shut Ramona down to let people speak. It just did not come out in the right way at all. And that's why Ebony's face is like, oh my gosh, what the hell have I brought myself into?
This won't even fit my body.
Kim, you can ball up. Look, I'm taller than you.
Get your nappy ass. How old is it? It's like the Montana Six. Sweetie, calm down, bro. I'm going home.
We're not going to complain this whole trip.
She's calling your husband to attend.
Diana. Are you talking to me? I met Diana. No, I'm Michelle. Okay, Michelle.
I get my help from.
She says she couldn't help me. It's 2020, honey. Nobody's the help. It's derogatory and it is demeaning.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Who is this man? Don't you help? You don't tell the guests to shut up. You have this very unusual.
Ah, Petit Fleur.
Is it in this Indian?
She is beautiful.
No, it's actually Swiss, Dutch, and Portuguese, and Ceylonese. It's a real mongrel of a woman.
God. Lydia.
The whole house is just so manly and dark, and it's like a cave. All the wood's dark, the walls are dark, you're dark.
Eddie feels very at home in a Mexican restaurant, and it definitely brings out Eddie's inner.
Gosh.
Inner.
I don't want to go to Sean's barbecue. I don't feel like it. I want to sit around with
Whoa.
I'm not gonna treat you with kid gloves and white fragility because you're strong white woman.
And you're strong black bitch.
Mine is called shaking. You're gonna be called honey.
Honey.
I don't know if honey's the right name for that shit.
Call it black bitch.
For her to say something like that's pretty severe.
Everyone likes a black bitch in their songs. I don't know what to say.
You didn't really have that same respect for me when you were saying things about me on social media. Very nasty stuff.
Ooh, Candice. This is what I mean about the vicious mouth. Or the vicious fingers as well with the typing, but...
And that's what you seem to forget. No, you don't.
He is a Native American woman.
Mm,
I thought we weren't doing that no more. Like, I knew that this girl was crazy, but add lame to the list. Add whack to the list.
and especially because every single one of those costumes was designated to a specific warrior for a reason. It was a personalised costume for any particular warrior. Every warrior had a different one. You don't do that. You just don't do that. I mean, I have my own I'll talk about it in another video, but I do have my own regrets about one particular thing in my own history as a child that I actually will talk about, and it is relating to this, and I will talk about it. But I'm going to leave that for now, because otherwise I'm going to get angry, and I'm angry enough watching this, so let's just leave it for now.
I mean, I'm really curious to know what are the toupees and the mustaches.
So I'm going to need you to become very authentic. Then you can put your little poncho on. Yes.
Kenya, I love you, man, but why are you doing this?
Really? You just saved it.
Exactly, Candy, thank you.
What the hell are you doing? I am in there trying to feed the baby, read resumes for a nanny because we're in dire need of one, clearly, and you sunbathing? What are you doing out here anyway? You don't need a tan?
Oh my God.
Swimming pool. Indoor pool. Well, you don't need sun, so that's perfect. If I was black, I'd have one inside my house too.
She's just horrible.
There has been some comments made by a certain person about my race and my accent.
Mhm.
We were taught
They
by
were.
a nun with an English accent.
Well, it didn't work though.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear this opinion because
Oh,
you
really?
have a really big opinion. I'm not
You mean big or little? Which one is it? Big or little?
Big or little?
I don't know, chicken hawk.
It is Grace Jones. Wow, when did she arrive?
We were walking through the airport.
Yeah.
Remember the comment you made about this man probably thinks you're a native? I mean, when people start talking about accents and colors, they're somewhere between ignorant and racist.
Well said.
Black women don't hump each other like that. Must be a white thing. She spent way too much time around white people.
Fuck off.
Great job.
Thank you.
You're very articulate. I don't know if anyone else told you that.
Thank you. I heard it a couple times. That's also a microaggression, by the way. Microaggression? That's insane. How do people not know this?
Nini, are you ready for this culture shock? You're gonna meet my relationship. I'm excited. I have a pair of chopsticks in my purse, girl.
Joanna doesn't like braking.
Oh, Lydia.
Joanna, we're going to turn left. Where? Oh, wait, chung chung. Not ching ching. We're going to go chung chung. And she goes, that's Chinese.
Oh, I know, whatever. It all sounds the same to me.
We've had a lot of people that work for us that are very multicultural. I've had a lot of Black and Hispanic and Filipino, and my kids are used to it. I mean, some of the people they've loved most in this world
Kyle and
are dark skinned.
the way Kyle clocked and looked at Garcelle straight away. I don't like. I mean, I can't stand Kyle. Kyle's whatever. That doesn't matter. But she clocked straight away what Dorit had done, and looked straight at Garcelle to see what Garcelle was going to say and how Garcelle was going to react. The fact she clocked it, as did Sutton, to be fair.
Brown people only help
My mother's best friend is black.
Oh God, not that.
I just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah, when Amy's saying it with another black baby, that's awful of her to say, sure, that's disgusting. I mean, it's evident that I'm not racist. I've had people around me of all walks of life, different colors. It doesn't matter. I'm not racist. I don't see color, and I never have.
Stereotypes. It can be so painful that you can't see anything else. Same exact ones. No,
I am not going to do this.
I am not
doing this. I'm going to tell you right now. I am not talking about racial stereotypes when I am.
It's easy for you not to.
Do you want to talk about when I see dumbass rednecks on TV and that's supposed to be me? I also have a stereotype, but I don't want to bring it up. We are educated. We are traveled. It's not insane. It is called.
Are you one of those people that you don't see color? Tell me you're that girl. I don't see color.
Yes, I'm the girl that doesn't see color. And that's why.
Michael Jackson and I.
Okay. I actually don't think Sutton meant I don't see colour in a bad way. I actually don't think she did. I think what she meant was, in the same way Kathy does it, because I remember this episode, I think it is the case of I love everybody, I see everybody as equal. And Crystal was coming from... It's easy to dislike Crystal, but I actually don't. I think Crystal was coming from a point of view of when Sutton was starting to talk about the stereotype that she has of, you know, the dumbass rednecks and all that stuff. Crystal was like, well, I actually want to know about that. I want to know what that is like for you. And Sutton's of the kind of, maybe the generation of the thought of, I don't want to bring that up, I don't want to talk about it, we shouldn't be talking about it. And I think that's where that clash came from. I'm kind of glad they resolved it, because I actually do like Crystal. I mean, I can see why she can be easy to dislike, but I do like Crystal, because I think she's very measured, and she wants to understand. And I think she started to understand where Sutton was thinking, and I think Sutton realised that what she said wasn't maybe the right way to have said it. So I'm glad that they resolved it in that way. They may not be the best of friends, but I love Sutton and Garcelle's friendship anyway. I think they're just so polar opposites in so many ways, but they do make me laugh so much. I love them.
Together. Michael said to me, Kathy, I don't see color. I said, well, either do we. If you don't see color, then you don't see me.
Yeah.
I need you to see color. I'm still a black woman at the end of the day. That shows up before my intelligence, before my fashion. That shows up before anything when I walk in a room.
Yeah.
I need you to see that.
She's saying that everybody to her is equal.
We're not equal.
What do you think?
Because we are not treated equally as you are.
There you go.
It's difficult to meet with Rinna because
Well, yeah, I mean, it'd be difficult to meet with Rinna if she's pissing you off. But, yeah, that was hard. That was hard. I think the third video was more of a kind of a realisation of needing to understand that saying certain things like, I don't see colour, whilst you may have the best of intentions in saying that because you see everybody as equal, it is not the right thing to say. And so, yeah, that was a difficult watch. Because and some of it I hadn't seen, especially the bits with Danielle with, you know, in the first clip with talking about the Mexican and the N-word and all that stuff. I mean, we knew Kim was going to come up in this because, well, we know. And there was also the only thing that didn't come up as much was Brandy addressing that video that she did, which I know that she did address that in season 5 of Dallas, and so maybe we should look at that at some point. But I think she I mean, the moment even like where she's doing her and Stephanie doing kind of like the dressing up of the Warriors and calling them Oprah and Gail, it's like, come on guys, we need to do better. We need to do better.